Hello everyone, a very good morning on a beautiful Thursday morning. A little rainy and gloomy, but hey, what are we gonna lose? Let us rejoice in the day as it gives to us. Let us give it back, or let us be the first one to give. When we were in California on the road, jumping from motels and hotels and being carried through the challenges, showered so much grace upon our family, we would see these signs totally in tune with what we need to hear at the right time. And we would see it. We had the blessing and the gift to be able to see and hear. Everybody has that. We just have to tap into that spirit. We look up and there is this sign for a shop, and they write some, not write, but they have these big letters put on, on the street, like they do in front of churches or theaters. And we saw Project Life is Here. That was one. Another one was, when you give, you win. Think about it. When you give, you win. True story. I have proof of with pictures. It's there in all cultures, everywhere, where we offer food to God, for example, right? We keep it in the altar, or we do some ritual, say some prayers. Recite something, or say thanks to the Lord in whatever way. Then what happens? We eat it, right? Think about it. These rituals and things have become so incorporated into our lives that sometimes we miss the significance and the symbolic meaning, and then we even forget to do it in the spirit. We do it like a chore, we do it like anything else in life. Then that means we have to do that in every little thing we do. We offer our lives, we offer our living, we offer our cooking, we offer our, that is in the mind. It's not as much as showing it outside. For me, it's transformed into every moment that I am giving to God, it is actually coming back 10 times more joyful, peaceful, and beautiful. That's what it is all about. If you pull it apart and look at it, He is so happy when you give, because giving is not easy. It's not easy. Sometimes it's easy to do it for our own family member because we have that kind of an intimacy. We are in that deluded aura of intimacy that we belong to this family, we belong in this house. So sometimes we forget, that's all. Nothing wrong is happening, or there are no mistakes. It's like we're sleeping and we need to wake up. That is my understanding. When you give it all to God, then it just comes back to you. And in this giving and receiving, there is this relationship of beautiful love. Get it? It's very simple. when we run around acquiring, collecting, accumulating, and so much fear to give anything, you can apply it anywhere, in any paths of life. You can apply it. One word, right? When you give, you win. You want everything, we want to collect. But instead of being in the front and pushing ourselves and forcing ourselves to control and push and fight, see, you calm down and you give some space. And when you offer it, when you give it, then it all comes back to you. Everything comes back to you. You give everything and you receive everything. That's coming from a place of selfless love, because you're giving first. Think about it. We're offering to God first. You don't eat the food. In India, we are so ritualistic about that, right? You first give it, you go and do some ritual, put it in the altar. Naivedyam, they say in Tamil. So it becomes a prasad. It becomes a blessing when you do that. For me, all those paths of ritual and offerings in the mundane sense, all that has stopped because it has grown into a very mature state of mind. Nothing wrong with all that, you can still do it. But here we are all about being awake and aware. So we're not collecting energies that are disturbing for that presence. You want to be one, you want to feel that oneness, you want to feel good, you want to feel the joy. I personally feel so much joy giving. I was actually bad at receiving because I had all the blocks and everything I got was just pain and abuse. So what happens is children, they're growing up in such harsh conditions nowadays in the family, within themselves. Now we have accumulated all those energies for generations, I guess. So the receiving part, we are so scared to receive anything. We already know, right, in the mind, it's already doing the work. It's like, no, you're not giving, you're actually making use of me, which is also true. That is one side of the life where people deceive you. They're selfish, they only take, they don't give. It's an upbringing. But anything can change. It's an energy. When you are filled with that spirit, it can change. And then you are separated from that just enough to see that you're not one of them or you've changed. And we are not carrying the bitterness and hate, especially fears. We're not carrying that fear within us. It's beautiful. And it is very soft, it's gentle and soft. So we're not fighting to exist, to belong, to be recognized or seen. They are all going to continue doing the same thing. We're entering a different place here, or maybe we're just waking up to it because we're all here. It's all here. You practice it as an exercise, the giving part, slowly, in small ways. Sometimes there are extreme cases where they have to be forced. When you understand the mindset, when you understand your role, what you're playing, I've done it plenty of times with my son. Very closed, very fearful. What people call a rebel, actually they're hurting inside. And they're not able to do certain things from that mindset. But it can change. We've all come a long way. So many things we thought would never happen has happened. And when you move in that space, in His grace, then you change. You are in a different place with a different mindset. You have to be open for that. So I have actually done a reverse therapy. You create a situation where you convince and you not force but lovingly, gently calm that aggressive energy and make it give. Then it gets back the gift. So not everybody's life is the same. But these are thoughts to ponder. One word, one line can become a big sermon and a big exercise in our life. We have a long way to go, isn't it? It's good to begin somewhere. Giving as an exercise. I know many stories. I have experienced it myself where I was completely broke, but then there was a family who was struggling. The kid had to study, they didn't have money. I gave all the money because a word came, give. But I'm telling you, it's been so long now I've been living what you call God's economy. I have never been short for anything. Everything I have, I feel like it's abundance. I'm so grateful because that need for wanting more is gone. So then you see, wow, already what I have is more than enough. Understand what I'm saying? We have to let Him give, and we have to receive. My son especially, when he receives gifts, oh, the joy, he fills the space with joy and happiness. It's beautiful. In our family, it's been a big thing, just simple birthdays. Of course, Christmas, he has manifested a lot of beautiful things during Christmas. Look forward to it. So let's give and receive until we get to a point where we're giving everything in our life, in our thoughts, in our feelings. And then we receive, and then it becomes a beautiful life of giving and receiving. Yeah. So let us continue our good efforts. Keep up with our good works and look forward to many more abundant blessings that is in store for us in life, within and with each other.